Today, I have a wild Sims 4 Survivor series for you, hopefully. This is Sims 4 Survivor, Occults versus Normies, a 50-50 split between some of the most interesting looking Sims in The Sims 4 and some of the most boring, basic looking Sims in The Sims 4. Which one will prevail? We'll find out. But without further ado, let's just introduce the cast. First up, we have the Occults tribe. This is composed of a bunch of occult sims, as well as various NPCs that are sort of occult-like. And we do have 4 returning players on this season, 2 on each tribe, and I will start with those. First up, we have Vlad. Vlad is here, and honestly, he's the reason why I decided to have returning players, because I couldn't leave him out. He had to be on this cast, right? I mean, of course, we gotta have Vlad. He was a contestant on Sims 4 Survivor Season 1, base game versus expansion pack versus game pack, where he was a pre-merge boot. He had an unlikely friendship with Rory Oaklaw, and then he just got clipped out of the game. 3rd, I think? I don't know. Bottom line, he didn't last long. But the other returnee is Nalani Mahi'ai, who was a contestant on Season 3, Battle of the Sexes. She was an outsider on the women's tribe, but was able to last until the tribe swap, where she was able to link up with some of the men on the other tribe. And she made it to the merge, but she became the first member of the jury because the women took over. They took control of the merge tribe. And since she wasn't with them, they booted her out of the game. Now for the new members. First up, we have none other than Bonehilda, the undead maid. She was also someone who was a lock on this cast immediately. I knew I wanted her on here. Of course, coming from the paranormal stuff pack. Next up, we have Gemma Charm, coming from Realm of Magic. Her mother is an alumni, Minerva. She was on Season 2. And now Gemma is gonna try to finish what her mother started. She is, of course, a spellcaster. Also coming from a Realm of Magic, we have the Night Wraith, a deceased spellcaster. Now a ghost that haunts other spellcasters and spreads sadness wherever he goes. He is here. Next up, coming from werewolves, we have none other than Greg, the feral werewolf of Moonwood Mill, who rampages all over the place. Coming from seasons, we have Apache the Strawman, the friendly scarecrow who will help take care of your garden for you and scare off those pesky crows. And then we have, coming from the base game, none other than Grim Reaper himself, here to reap souls in the game and win himself the title. Next up, we have someone who is not actually in The Sims 4 proper, but I wanted someone to represent the alien life state, and of course, the first person I thought of was none other than Pollination Technician number 9, Smith. An icon, a legend, a legacy character from all the way back in The Sims 1, right? He's been a part of the franchise for a long time. He might have been in The Sims 2. I don't really remember where his debut is, but whatever, he's here. This is, of course, the official Pollination Technician number 9 sim made by Maxis that I got off the gallery. Normally, I only want to do the pre-made sims that are in the game proper, but I made an exception for him. He's just that iconic. We had to have him. And then finally, we have Simbot, who is a servo. This is that one servo that gets randomly generated into your game. You know the one. Servos are, of course, from Discovery University. And then in stark contrast to the occult tribe, we have the Normie tribe. This is a tribe composed of a bunch of bland-looking, basic-looking people. Just your normal, everyday people. This is the type of lineup that will make you say, huh? And, okay, I guess. We're also gonna start off with our returning players here. And the first one is Rohan Elderberry, coming from Season 4, Generations. He was on the younger teen tribe on that season. Did not make it that far. He was a pre-merge boot as well. I think he was 3rd out, either 2nd or 3rd out. Yeah, he kind of flopped, but he's back. I've gone on record saying that the Elderberry family is the most forgettable household in The Sims 4, and I stand by that, which is why I brought him back. Our last returning player is Becca Clark coming from Discovery University. She was a contestant on Season 6, Strangerville, where she didn't do that bad of a job, but she is also a pre-merge boot. She made a tactical move to try to align with the Power Alliance, but they ended up just booting her the very next episode, so it ended up failing. She was hoping that she could get their favor for long enough to make it to the merge, but that did not work out for her. Alright, let's get into the newbies. First up, we have Akira Kibo coming from City Living. I feel like this sim is pretty well known in the Sims fandom because he is such an old sim at this point in the Sims 4's life. City Living is of course one of the earlier expansion packs in the game, but to me I've always found him to be very forgettable, especially compared to his roommates Starling Walsh and Miko Ojo. There's just not that much to him outside of him being admittedly kind of attractive. Then we have Jilliana Sage coming here from For Rent. She is one of the tenants that you can lease your residential rental to, one of the pre-made tenants, we actually do have multiple of these because honestly those sims are pretty basic looking, and also I'm kind of running out of sims to add to these games. Like I feel like I've used quite a bit of sims, so I'm mostly left with the tenants now. She is a mother of 2, I believe, has twin infants with her husband, so she is trying to win some money for them. Unfortunately for her, there is not a monetary prize in this game, so I think she picked the wrong place to be, but that's her problem, not ours. Then we have, coming from the base game, the only remaining member of the Roomies household that has yet to compete on Sims 4 Survivor, Gavin Richards, is here. I've always felt that the Roomies household is a little bit forgettable compared to the other base game households. And Gavin Richards is one of those sims that I end up just like never seeing in my game, and I constantly forget he's in the game. And it wasn't until I was taking this photo of him for this specific video that I noticed that he has freckles. So that tells you how long I've looked at this sim. Another tenant from For Rent, we have Denzel Rivera here. He is labeled as a young professional. He's like a CEO or something. I don't know what he does, but apparently he's supposed to be like a rich young guy, good looking, kind of a playboy. And let's just go through the remaining For Rent tenants, because we have Tia Bailey here. Honestly, she is like the most interesting looking of the normies. Like, she's an absolute queen. I think she is such a beautiful sim, but admittedly, she doesn't look like that crazy. Just a beautiful sim. She just got married. Congrats, Tia. Anyway, she's here. And also here is Sunja Lee, also a tenant from For Rent. She is living with her son, I believe, and his children. Maybe, I don't know. Hang on. I'm gonna whip out her fan wiki page. Yes, okay. So she lives with her son, Min Sung Lee, and his 2 children. So that's nice. Anyway, the other elder on this cast is Tai Lum, coming from high school years. The father of May Prescott, the Copperdale High principal. But he is honestly kind of forgettable. I always forget that he is actually in the game, so I put him on this cast. And then the final member of this cast is Serena Bamra, a university professor coming from Discovery University. Honestly, I really like her character design. I think it's pretty good, but also she's not like the most exciting looking sim in the world. I mean, she is a university teacher, like there's not much to do with that. All right, that's our cast. This could be one of the best seasons ever, or it could be one of the worst seasons ever, depending on how this goes. If all the occults go out early, then we're just left with these boring sims at the end. That would be wild. Honestly, it would also be kind of iconic. I don't know. Guess we'll just have to play it and find out what happens. We have relationship highlights on, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did in the last video, where I just kind of summarize what happens instead of going through each one. I think it keeps things a little bit more concise without making us lose that information. And also, one other housekeeping that I have to mention, I did decide to give the returning players a boost to their social stat. I just want to see what happens. I want to see if they end up just steamrolling the game, or if it doesn't affect it that much. I don't know. I've never really played with the stats in Brand Steel, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's just get into it, starting with the Occult tribe. We do have immunity idols. I forgot to mention that we are playing Karamoan, which is a season that I actually haven't seen. So I'm going blind into this season. But I figured, you know, if we're doing like memorable tribe versus forgettable tribe, then fans versus favorite is the prime format for that. But anyway, the only notable thing I'm seeing here is that Simbad and Patchy, they don't really like each other. Everybody else has just like a slight bond. On the Normie tribe, we have also a bunch of slight bonds. Tia and Tai do not like each other, maybe because their names are so similar. I don't know. Jilliana and Denzel also not liking each other. Sanja doesn't like Tia. And then Serena and Akira are not liking each other. All right. But let's go to what? Immunity? No, reward. First reward, the Occults. They win reward. They win Flint and 20 pounds of beans. And the immunity is going to go to the Normies. So we're going to lose an Occult in the first episode. That's not great. But let's go to the Occult beach. We see that nobody has found the idol. And Greg and Patchy have a minor disagreement, which has a lasting impact. And Bonehilda and the Night Wraith find something in common, which has a lasting impact. And that impact is that they form an alliance. An undead alliance, maybe? A skeleton and a ghost. This is up to a 7 strength immediately, so that's pretty good. Maybe they can run this tribal here tonight. But Greg rests at camp and restores his energy. So that's good for him. Let's go to the Normie beach. Nobody has found the idol, and Jilliana and Tai have a minor disagreement, which has a lasting impact. All right, let's go to tribal. We got the Occults here, and it is time to vote. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Nobody has the idol, so nobody stands up, and I'll read the votes. The first vote, it goes to Simbad. 1 vote, Simbad. Next vote goes to Greg. That's 1 vote Greg, 1 vote Simbad. Next vote goes to Simbad. 2 votes Simbad, 1 vote Greg. 7 votes left. And the next vote goes to Greg. We're tied. 2 votes Greg, 2 votes Simbad, 6 votes left. And the next vote goes to Simbad. That's 3 votes Simbad, 2 votes Greg. And the next vote goes to Greg. We're tied again. 3 votes Greg, 3 votes Simbad, 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Simbad. 4 votes Simbad, 3 votes Greg, 3 votes left. Next vote goes to Greg. We're tied again. 4 votes Greg, 4 votes Simbad, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Simbad. That's 5 votes Simbad and 4 votes Greg. 1 vote left. We could go into a tie here. And we do. The last vote goes to Greg. We're tied 5-5. Greg versus Simbad. We're gonna go into a revote. Everybody will vote again, aside from Greg and Simbad, of course. And the first vote is gonna go to Greg. Second vote goes to Greg. Third vote goes to Greg. Fourth vote is gonna go to Greg. And the first person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies is Greg. He got steamrolled. I guess they vote split in case he had an idol. Greg, the tribe has spoken. Let's see who voted who. We got Grim, Patchy, Pollination Technician number 9, Simbad, and Vlad voting for Greg. And then Bonehilda, Gemma, Greg, Nalani, and the Night Wraith, they vote for Simbad. And of course, they end up flipping on Greg on the revote. So Greg is the first boot of the season. That's kind of unfortunate. I kind of was rooting for him a bit, but it is what it is. We'll move on to episode number 2. All right, on the Occult tribe, we have this alliance. It is down to a 6 now, but they have an unbreakable relationship. How? How did that happen? They just met each other. Okay, we got Simbad and Bonehilda bonding. We got Vlad bonding with Pollination Technician and Grim. And then we got a bunch of slight bonds and Pollination Technician and the Patchy. They don't like each other, and that's it. All right. On the Normie tribe, we have nobody finding the idol yet. Rohan and Denzel seem to be bonding. And Rohan seems to be bonding with a bunch of people here. Tia and Tai still don't like each other. Tia and Sanja don't like each other now. And Tai and Jilliana don't like each other either. So Tai is looking not super great on this tribe. Everybody else is just a slight bond. Those don't really matter, so let's just go to reward or immunity. I don't know. Immunity. The Normies. They win again? No. That is very unfortunate for us. but they win some fishing gear as well. Let's go to the beaches. Night Wraith and Pollination Technician number 9 have a small fight. All right. So I think Pollination Technician number 9 might be getting the boot here tonight. On the Normie tribe, we have Akira and Serena bonding strongly. We have Akira and Denzel finding something in common. And then we have Gavin and Rohan having a small fight. Akira Kibo with a good social game here tonight. Gavin fighting with Rohan, I don't think that's good for Gavin, because Rohan has been bonding with a bunch of people here, or he's like on good terms with most of the people here, so I think Gavin might be in trouble if they go to Tribal. But we will take the Occults to Tribal tonight. We have them here, they're down to 9 now, and it is time to vote. If anyone has the Hidden Immunity Idol and would like to play it, and now's the time to do so. Nobody has the idol, so I'll read the votes. First vote is gonna go to Simbot. 1 vote Simbot. Second vote goes to Patchy. 1 vote Patchy. 1 vote Simbot. Next vote goes to Simbot. 2 votes Simbot. 1 vote Patchy. 6 votes left. And the next vote goes to Simbot. That's 3 votes Simbot. 1 vote Patchy. 5 votes left. And the next vote goes to Simbot. 4 votes Simbot. 1 vote Patchy. 4 votes left. And the second person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies, it is Simbot. Unanimous vote against Simbot here. He throws a vote on Patchy. I guess they were just finishing the job that they started in the last episode. So Simbot becomes the second boot of the season. Unfortunate for it, but we'll move on. Episode number 3, Occults. They are down to 8. Normies still fully intact at 10. Nobody still found the idol. We have Bonehilda and Night Wraith up to an 8 now. They still have an unbreakable relationship. But now we have the Night Wraith with a medium dislike toward Pollination Technician number 9 and vice versa. So that fight, it clearly had an impact on this relationship here. We have Nalani bonding with Grim. We have Vlad kind of bonding with Grim. Patchy and Gemma Charm are kind of bonding together too. And Patchy and Pollination Technician number 9 are not liking each other. So I think Pollination Technician number 9 is in trouble here. Everybody else seems to kind of be getting along. He seems to be the bad seed of this tribe. On the Normie tribe, still nobody's found the idol. We got Serena and Akira now with a medium bond. We got Serena and Rohan with a medium bond as well. Then we have Denzel and Akira with a medium bond, and Rohan and Denzel with a small bond. So this could be an alliance forming between Serena, Akira, Rohan, and Denzel. T and Sanjay still don't like each other. Ty and Juliana still don't like each other. And then we have a bunch of side bonds. Alright, let's go to immunity. And the Normies win again! This is very unfortunate. I joked that this could happen, and I didn't think it would actually happen. But here we are. The Normie tribe is destroying. Let's go to the Occult Beach. All right, we have Nalani and the Night Wraith with a major fight. Oh no. But we have another alliance forming. It is Bonehilda, the Night Wraith. They are pulling in Gemma Charm and the Grim Reaper. Grim, he is seeing this undead duo forming and he's like, these are my people. I should be a part of that. And Gemma Charm is like, well, I guess I'll stick with the Realm of Magic person, even though it's the Night Wraith. So this could be a very strong alliance here. I mean, they are gonna be down to 7 after the next tribal. So they could be running the roost. On the Normie Beach, we have Akira and Sanjay bonding slightly, which has a lasting impact. And then we have Gavin and Sanjay having a small fight. And we have an alliance. It is Akira Kipo, Denzel Rivera, and Serena Bamra. The black-haired alliance. They don't pull in Rohan, but he could join later, maybe. Maybe they just don't have a good enough relationship with them. This could have an impact in future episodes, but let's go to Tribal. We got the Occult tribe here, down to 8. It is time to vote. And if anyone has the Hidden Immunity Idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up because still nobody's found these damn idols. So I'll read the votes. The first vote is going to go to Pollination Technician number 9. Next vote goes to Pollination Technician number 9. Third vote is going to go to Nalani. 2 votes Pollination Technician, 1 vote Nalani. Next vote goes to Pollination Technician. 3 votes Pollination Technician, 1 vote Nalani. And the next vote goes to Nalani. Okay, interesting. So that's 3 votes Pollination Technician, 2 votes Nalani, 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Pollination Technician. 4 votes Pollination Technician, 2 votes Nalani. And the third person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies is going to be Pollination Technician number 9. Tribe has spoken, yeah. I mean, he was like rubbing people the wrong way, left and right. Everybody was not liking him. It's almost unanimous. Somebody voted for Nalani with him. It was Patchy. Didn't they dislike each other? I think they did. Weird choice by Patchy, but Pollination Technician number 9, he is out here. Third boot of the season. I was rooting for him to do a little bit better, but you know, it is what it is. We'll move on to episode number 4. Will the Occults be able to pull things together? Maybe. All right, on the Occult tribe, we have Bonehilda and Nightwraith with their unbreakable relationship. They have their alliance. And then they have their larger alliance with Gemma Charm and Grim Reaper. This is a 6-strength alliance, which is actually pretty solid. We've seen in the past that 6-strength alliances usually end up just running the game. So if they can make it to the merge together, this could be very strong. We have Apache and Gemma bonding. We have Nalani liking Grim. We have Vlad and Grim bonding. Nightwraith and Nalani now don't like each other. Grim and Gemma, they do like each other. Grim seems to like Nalani. Not as much as Nalani likes Grim, but it's something. And then Nightwraith and Grim, they have a slight bond. Vlad and Gemma have a slight bond, and that's it. Honestly, Vlad having a very quiet pre-merge here. But on the Normie tribe, we have our first idol found. It is Becca Clark, returning player. She's not going to waste this second chance she got. She's finding that damn idol. We have our alliance here, Akira Kibo, Denzel Rivera, and Serena Bamra. Serena and Akira now with an unbreakable relationship. These relationships are developing so quickly. This is a stark contrast to the All-Star season where like nobody had any strong bonds with anybody. So this is kind of fun. Anyway, Rohan and Denzel have a medium bond. Serena and Rohan have a medium bond. Denzel and Akira with a medium bond now. And Sanjay and Akira now with a small bond. We also have Sanjay and Gavin with a medium dislike. Ty and Tia with a medium dislike still. Tia and Sanjay with a medium dislike still. Tia is not liked by the elders on this tribe. Is it racism? Maybe. Gavin and Becca, they have a small bond. And Sanjay and Jilliana have a small bond. All right. To immunity, we have... No, wait. Reward. The Occults. They win reward. They have a local bushman visiting them. Okay. But immunity is going to go to... the Normie tribe, once again. This is truly the worst timeline. The boring tribe is steamrolling the interesting tribe. Very unfortunate. Let's go to the Occult beach. Still, nobody's found the idol, but Grim and Vlad find something in common. Bonehilda and Nalani bond slightly, which has a lasting impact. And we have a new alliance. It is Grim, Nalani, and Vlad. Grim double dipping in these alliances. He seems to be more loyal to this than he is to the Undead Alliance. But Nalani and Vlad, they have been on the outs for most of the game. They decide to pull in Grim here, link up together as well, the two returning players. Maybe they are seeing the writing on the wall. They are seeing this alliance forming. But on top of that, we have Patchy resting at camp and restores his energy. All right, on the Normie beach, we have Becca with the idol. We have Sanjay impressing the rest of the team, and then we have Becca and Jilliana with a small fight, and Jilliana and Sanjay with a small fight. Jilliana picking fights left and right. This is not going to be great for her. I mean, she's not in any alliance. She's not really liked by other people either, so she could be the first boot if this tribe ever goes to tribal. But we will go to tribal council. We got the Occult tribe here. They all cast their votes. And if anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Nobody stands up, so I'll read the votes. First vote is going to go to Patchy. 1 vote Patchy. Second vote goes to Patchy. That's 2 votes Patchy. Third vote goes to Nalani. 2 votes Patchy, 1 vote Nalani. 4 votes left. Fourth vote goes to Nalani. That's 2 votes Nalani, 2 votes Patchy. We're tied. 3 votes left. Fifth vote is going to go to Patchy. 3 votes Patchy, 2 votes Nalani, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Nalani. We're tied. 3 votes Nalani, 3 votes Patchy, 1 vote left. It all comes down to the last vote. And the fourth person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies is going to be Nalani. The tribe has spoken. That's unfortunate. She tried to make something happen last minute for herself, but it did not work out. I don't think Grimm worked with her. He stuck to his original alliance. And Nalani, she gets the boot here. No, wait, Grimm actually did vote with her. Okay, so that alliance, they did vote together, Vlad, Nalani, and Grimm. But the other alliance, they pull in Patchy for this vote. So that's very interesting. Grimm may be showing his hand here, potentially getting booted from the larger alliance he's in. This could be a very poor move for him. But we'll move on to episode number 5. Alright, let's go to the Occult Beach. We have Bonehilda finding the hidden immunity idol. Finally, somebody finds this damn idol. And it's none other than the power player herself, Bonehilda. She could be in a great spot here. Or it could be. She is in a great spot here. She has her unbreakable bond with the Night Wraith. They have their alliance. They have their larger alliance. And this alliance is now down to Grimm and Vlad. We now have Patchy and Gemma with an unbreakable relationship. When did that happen? I don't know, but okay. Vlad and Grimm, they have a medium bond. Night Wraith and Grimm have a small bond. Grimm and Gemma have a small bond. Grimm, honestly, with a really good social game. And then we have a bunch of slight bonds. Vlad and Bonehilda seem to not like each other, and that's pretty much it. So Vlad is definitely seeing Bonehilda running this tribe. He is not happy with it. But on the Normie Beach, we have Becca with the idol. We have this alliance. Serena and Akira with their unbreakable relationship. We have Gavin with a medium bond toward Becca now. Alright. Denzel and Akira with a medium bond. Rohan and Denzel with a medium bond. Serena and Rohan with a medium bond. And then Sanja doesn't like Gavin. Gavin doesn't like Sanja. Nobody dislikes Tia anymore. At least as far as we can tell. So that's something. Sanja and Akira with a small bond. Becca seems to like Gavin. And Sanja and Serena, they have a small bond. Alright, let's go do immunity, right? Yes, the Occults! They win their first immunity of the season. Finally not going to tribal. It's about time. We finally get the Normies voting somebody out. That's gonna be good to trim some of the fat on that tribe. Let's go to the Occult Beach. We have Bonehilda with the idol, and Night Wraith is impressing the rest of the team. Alright. On the Normie Beach, we have Becca with the idol, and then we have Denzel and Sanja bonding strongly, which has a lasting impact. And then we have Rohan resting at camp to restore his energy. Alright. Not really much happening here. They've probably already decided through the last 4 episodes who's gonna get the boot. So let's just go to tribal. Alright, we got the Normie tribe here on their first tribal of the season. It is time to vote. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Becca, she's gonna stand up and she's gonna use her idol on Gavin Richards. Any votes cast against Gavin will not count. Wild move by Becca here. Holy shit. Let's see if he catches any votes. I mean, he was not liked on this tribe, so he very much could catch votes here. I will read the votes. The first vote is going to go to Gavin does not count. Gavin does not count. Gavin does not count. Gavin does not count. Oh my god. Gavin does not count. Oh, he definitely would have been eliminated. Oh my god. Becca with a massive idol play here. Gavin does not count. Gavin does not count. Holy shit. Gavin does not count. Oh my god. We have 2 votes left, I think, which is going to be Becca and Gavin's vote, right? So let's see who they decided to give the boot to. Is this the most votes negated in Sims 4 Survivor history? I think so. All right, the next vote goes to tie. 1 vote tie. And the 5th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies is Ty Loom. Idled out of the game. Ty, the tribe has spoken. He is the 5th boot of the season. Everybody votes for Gavin aside from Becca and Gavin. Becca saves her number 1 in the game apparently. She is not fucking around this time. She's not gonna go with the majority like she did last time. She is gonna stick to her guns and save her ally. Incredible move. Normie tribe, no more, maybe. Let's move on to episode number 6. Alright, we got the Occults here. Bonehilda with the idol. Bonehilda and Night Wraith with their alliance and unbreakable relationship. We have the larger alliance, which everybody's up to a 6 now here, aside from Gemma, who is at a 5. Alright. She has her unbreakable bond with Patchy. Vlad and Grimm with a medium bond. Vlad now with a medium dislike toward Bonehilda. Vlad is gunning for Bonehilda. Bonehilda not liking Vlad either. And then we have Night Wraith and Grim with a small bond, Grim and Gemma with a small bond, Patchy and Night Wraith with a slight bond, Vlad and Gemma with a slight bond, and Night Wraith and Gemma with a slight dislike. Okay, so that's why Gemma is not at a 6. She doesn't like the Night Wraith. She's seen the years of torment that the Night Wraith has set upon spellcasters in her family, holding on to that generational trauma. Anyway, on the Normie beach, we have nobody with the idol because Becca just used it. Another one has been planted on the beach. Somebody else can pick that up. But we have Akira, Denzel, and Serena with their alliance. Serena and Akira with their unbreakable relationship. We have Denzel and Akira with a strong bond now. Gavin and Becca now with a strong bond, I would imagine. I would hope so, that Gavin is now like, thank you, Becca, saved my ass. We have Rohan and Denzel with a medium bond, Serena and Rohan with a medium bond, and Rohan and Akira with a medium bond. Why is Rohan not in this alliance? He has like great relationships with all of them. Like, just invite him in. But alright, Sanja and Denzel with a medium bond now. Sanja and Akira with a small bond. Tia and Sanja, they're back to a medium dislike. And Sanja and Rohan with a small bond. Okay. Tia has been kind of purple so far. She's only been like beefing with Sanja and that's it. Let's go to immunity, I think. No, reward. Okay, Occults. They win reward. They win steaks, sausages, vegetables, condiments, and wine. All right. But immunity is going to go to the Normies. They're back on their winning streak. Yeah, I think Vlad might be out here, to be honest. Unless Grim can flip like Gemma and Patchy, I think Vlad is out of here. Let's see what's going on the beaches. All right, we got Bonehilda with the idol. We got Patchy and Vlad bonding slightly, which has a lasting impact. All right. And then we have Grim having a major meltdown. Oh no, okay, Grim is not... I don't think he's flipping anything today, so... Sorry, Vlad, I think you're out. On the Normie beach, we have Rohan and Sanja bonding strongly, which has a lasting impact. All right, but let's go to Tribal. All right, we got the 6 remaining occult members. It is time to vote. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Bonehilda, she is gonna use the hidden immunity idol on herself. Any votes cast against Bonehilda will not count. Honestly, surprising. I did not even expect Bonehilda to catch votes, maybe like 1 or 2, but I did not think she would like be in any trouble here with her 4-person alliance on a 6-person tribe, but okay. Anyway, I'll read the votes. First vote is gonna go to Patchy. Yeah, okay. Bonehilda wasted an idol. All right, 1 vote Patchy. Next vote is gonna go to Patchy. 2 votes Patchy. Next vote goes to Patchy. That's 3 votes Patchy. 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Vlad. 3 votes Patchy. 1 vote Vlad. 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Vlad. That's 3 votes Patchy. 2 votes Vlad. 1 vote left. And the last vote goes to Vlad. We're tied. 3 votes Patchy. 3 votes Vlad. We are tied. We're gonna have a revote. Maybe Bonehilda was expecting a tie and thinks they're gonna be deadlocked. She doesn't want to draw rocks. Maybe it wasn't a waste. I don't know. Let's find out. The first vote is gonna go to Vlad. Next vote goes to Patchy. 1 vote Patchy, 1 vote Vlad. Next vote goes to Vlad. That's 2 votes Vlad, 1 vote Patchy, 1 vote left. And the 6th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, Occults versus Normies. It is going to be Vlad. That's 3. That's enough. Vlad, the tribe has spoken. Really unfortunate. I did expect him to go out here, but I did not expect it to be a tie. I don't know what Bonehilda is doing with that idol play, but okay. So who voted who? Bonehilda votes for Vlad. Night Wraith votes for Vlad. Patchy votes for Vlad. And Gemma is the one who votes for Patchy and flips on the revote. Didn't she have an unbreakable relationship with Patchy? Gemma, what are you doing? Gemma, what the hell? Okay, anyway, Grim is the only person who votes for Patchy on the revote. So I guess Grim really bonded with Vlad. He was like, we're in it together. We're in it to win it. Honestly, I think if Vlad and Grim had pulled in Patchy, they could have gotten Gemma and maybe they could have flipped on Bonehilda or the Night Wraith. I think there was an out for Vlad here, but he did not utilize that. Of course, they might have thrown votes on Bonehilda and she would have just idled Vlad out of the game anyway. But, you know, unfortunate for Vlad, we've lost both of the occult returning players. We'll move on to the next episode. We have a twist. It is a tribe swap, right? So basically, they're gonna make sure that the tribes swap evenly. All right. So we have new tribes. Remaining on Occult is Bonehilda, Gemma, and Grim. Coming from the Normie tribe, we have Becca, Gavin, Denzel, and Sanja. Becca and Gavin still together. We have Bonehilda, Gemma, and Grim. They are in that 4-person alliance. And then Denzel gets kind of swap screwed here since he gets split off from Serena and Akira. And he did just vote out Gavin unsuccessfully. So this could be not great for him. But of course, Sanja is also not very liked on the Normie tribe. So maybe she takes the hit if they go to tribal. On the Normie tribe, we have remaining Akira, Jilliana, Rohan, Serena, and Tia. And coming from the Occult tribe, the Night Wraith and Patchy. Akira and Serena, they are sticking together from their alliance. And of course, Rohan is kind of connected to that. He's not officially in it, but he has like a good bond with all of them. So that's going to be a really good like 3-person thing entering this tribe. Jilliana and Tia, they've been kind of under the radar. They have been kind of purple so far. So I don't really know where they stand here, but Night Wraith and Patchy, they have not really been voting together. They're not really aligned, so I don't think this is a good swap for them either. Let's go to the beaches. All right, we have another idol hidden because Bonehilda used the idol on the Occult beach, of course. We have Bonehilda by herself. We have Bonehilda, Gemma, and Grim together in their larger alliance. And then we have Denzel by himself. Gavin and Becca have a strong bond still. Grim now has a medium dislike toward Bonehilda. Oh. Grim is not a fan of Bonehilda. Holy shit. Is he gonna leave that alliance? Maybe. Maybe he's gonna join the Normies. Sanja and Denzel have a medium bond. Sanja and Gavin have a medium dislike. Bonehilda also doesn't like Grim. When did this happen? Grim is pissed that Vlad got voted out. He is pissed off. Anyway, Sanja and Becca, they have a small bond. Grim and Gemma have a slight dislike. Yeah, Grim is not staying in this alliance. There's no way. Bonehilda seems to like Gavin. Gavin and Denzel don't like each other. Of course, Denzel did try to vote out Gavin. And then Gemma and Becca have a slight bond. All right. It feels like the Becca and Gavin duo is kind of ingratiating with the Occult Sims here. Like I predicted, I think the power is going to flip on over on Denzel. Maybe they take him out. We'll see. On the Normie beach, we have the Night Wraith by himself in 2 separate alliances. We have Akira and Serena sticking together. They lose Denzel, but that's okay because they have Rohan. Serena and Rohan now with a strong bond. Rohan and Akira with a medium bond. And Serena and Akira with their unbreakable relationship, of course. Serena and Jilliana now with a slight bond. Maybe they've had this slight bond the entire time, but it just hasn't been showing up. Patchy and Night Wraith, they have a slight bond, even though they haven't really been aligned in the game. So at least they like each other. And then we have a bunch of slight bonds. Tia does not like Akira or Patchy. And Patchy and Akira also don't like each other. So we got like a triangle of dislike here. Tia does seem to like Rohan though. All right, let's go to what, immunity? Yeah, immunity. The Normies. They win again. Unstoppable tribe, of course, not fully Normies now, but they're not gonna go to tribal. The Occults are gonna go to tribal tonight. We'll start with their beach. Nobody has found the idol, but Bonehilda, she works hard at camp and becomes tired. And that's it. All right. On the Normie beach, we have Rohan and Tia with a minor disagreement. And then we have Patchy and Serena finding something in common. All right. I think Tia Bailey is kind of digging her own grave here. I don't know what she's doing, but she is rubbing everybody the wrong way. There's also an idol hidden here on the Normie beach. I forgot to mention that. But let's go to tribal. We got the newly formed Occult tribe here. Becca, Bonehilda, Denzel, Gavin, Gemma, Grim, and Sanja. It is time to vote. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, and now is the time to do so. Nobody has the idol, so I'll read the votes. First vote is going to go to Grim. 1 vote Grim. Second vote goes to Gavin. 1 vote Gavin, 1 vote Grim. Third vote goes to Gavin. That's 2 votes Gavin, 1 vote Grim. Fourth vote is going to go to Gavin. That's 3 votes Gavin, 1 vote Grim. What? That is wild. What? I thought Gavin and Becca had the Occults roped in, but I mean, maybe. Let's continue. We'll see. Next one is going to go to Grim. 3 votes Gavin, 2 votes Grim, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Grim. We're tied. 3 votes Gavin, 3 votes Grim, 1 vote left. These people love their split votes. But the 7th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies is going to be Gavin Richards. Tribe has spoken. I'm honestly surprised. I did think Gavin and Becca were gonna cozy on up to Bonehilda and get her to help them keep themselves in the game. Maybe Grim is the one that flipped here. No. So the Occults, they stick together and they bring in Dancel. Interesting. Sanja actually votes with Becca and Gavin here. So Dancel, using his social skills to cozy on up to the occult tribe. He's like, I'm not working with these people. They can go for all I care. I tried to vote out Gavin last time. Let's just do it again, do a redo. And he succeeds. Very unfortunate for Gavin here. Also going to be unfortunate for Becca. She loses her number 1. I was kind of rooting for them. They were kind of the underdogs here, but maybe Becca can pull something together on this post-swap tribe. We'll find out in the next episode. Episode number 8. All right, on the occult tribe, we have nobody with idol still. Now we have Sanja and Becca with a medium bond. We have Sanja and Dancel with a medium bond. That's interesting. What about Becca and Dancel? Do they like each other? Doesn't say. But Sanja is definitely normie strong. She wants to stick with the normies. We have Grim and Bonehilda with a medium dislike now. All right, Grim has to be jumping ship here, right? This alliance, it is crumbling. But Gemma and Becca now have a slight bond. Sanja and Gemma with a slight bond. Grim and Gemma with a slight dislike. Gemma and Bonehilda with a slight dislike. And Grim and Becca with a slight bond. Sanja and Bonehilda with a slight bond. So even though the Occults stuck together for the vote, they hate each other. Yeah, I think this alliance is over. It is going to be destroyed. Let's go to the Normie Beach. We also have an idol hidden here. We have Serena and Akira with their unbreakable relationship. We have Serena and Rohan with a mutual strong bond. And of course, Rohan and Akira with their medium bond. Serena and Patchy now with a medium bond. All right. Maybe Serena is going to pull in Patchy into this duo of her and Akira. Maybe they pull in Rohan as well, officially. Maybe this is a 4-person alliance forming. I did say that last time, and that did not happen, so maybe not. Rohan and Jilliana seem to like each other. Tia and Patchy don't like each other. Serena and Jilliana with a slight bond. Patchy and Nightwraith with a slight bond. And then Jilliana has a slight bond with both Tia and Patchy. All right, let's go to reward. Yeah. Occults, they win reward. They win a trip to another island with a coffee bar, cookies, croissants, and brownies. All right, good for them. But immunity is going to go to the occult tribe as well. They're not going to go back to tribal. Safe tonight. But of course, we will begin on their beach. Nobody finds the idol still. Dancel and Gemma have a small fight, which has a lasting impact. And the Grim officially is out of the occult alliance. He's done. He doesn't want to be a part of it anymore. He hates everybody on this tribe in this alliance. He's over it. But we have our first mixed tribe alliance. It is Becca Clark, Gemma Charm, and Sanja Lee. Gemma, she is seeing that this is a sinking ship. She is jumping ship before it sinks right in front of her. Decides to link up with Becca and Sanja, which she has decent relationships with. I think the tides are gonna change here on this tribe. Grim is probably in trouble. But on the Normie Beach, the people going to tribal, we have Rohan finding the hidden immunity idol. This is the Rohan episode because he also forms an alliance with Jilliana and Serena, all former normies. Where is Akira in this? I don't know, but he does not get involved in this alliance. But we have also Jilliana and the Nightwraith bonding strongly. All right, so I think Tia Bailey is probably in trouble. I think Patchy could also be in trouble. We'll find out. Let's go to tribal. All right, we got the new normie tribe here. Going to their first tribal. It is Akira, Jilliana, Nightwraith, Patchy, Rohan, Serena, and Tia. It is time to vote. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Nobody stands up, so I'll read the votes. First vote is going to go to Patchy. 1 vote Patchy. Second vote goes to the Nightwraith. All right. 1 vote Nightwraith, 1 vote Patchy. The normies are sticking together for this vote, it seems. I don't know. Third vote is going to go to the Nightwraith. 2 votes Nightwraith, 1 vote Patchy, 4 votes left. And the fourth vote goes to Patchy. We're tied. 2 votes Nightwraith, 2 votes Patchy, 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Patchy. That's 3 votes Patchy, 2 votes Night Wraith, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to the Night Wraith. That's 3 votes Night Wraith, 3 votes Patchy, 1 vote left. And the 8th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies is gonna be Patchy. Patchy, the tribe has spoken. He got kinda swap screwed here, being one of 2 occults going into this tribe. But he also didn't really make any alliances, didn't really make any bonds on this tribe. He was like fighting with a few people. He also didn't really have a relationship with the Night Wraith, so that didn't work out either for him. But I think the Night Wraith cozying up to Jilliana saves him here. Jilliana, Night Wraith, Rohan, and Tia, they vote for Patchy. And Akira, Patchy, and Serena, they vote for the Night Wraith. So I imagine this is a vote split because Serena does not vote with the other people, and Akira also doesn't vote with the other people, or like other alliance, I should be saying. The Normies, they decide to stick together for at least this vote and boot out Patchy. We'll move on to the next episode. All right, the tribes are tied 6-6, but that doesn't matter because we're at the merge. This is the Hallows Eve merge tribe. We are now left with 4 original occult members and 8 normies. This is unfortunate. The normie tribe, they only went to tribal once before swapping, and then Gavin went out in the swap, so they could very much run the roost here. But the people who made the merge are Akira Kibo, Becca Clark, Bonehilda, Denzel Rivera, Gemma Charm, Grim Reaper, Jilliana Sage, the Night Wraith, Rohan Alderberry, Serena Bamra, Sanja Lee, and Tia Bailey. All right, let's see what's going on the beaches. We have, if it will click, we have Rohan with the idol. We also have a new merge idol hidden. Bonehilda and the Night Wraith, they are back together. Their final 2, of course, still with their unbreakable relationship. They still have their 3-person alliance with Gemma. But Gemma, I think she is out of this alliance. I don't think she's going to stick around, to be honest. But we also have the 3-person Normie alliance, Akira, Denzel, and Serena. We have the women's alliance on the swap occult tribe. It is Becca, Gemma, and Sanja. And then we have Jilliana, Rohan, and Serena in their newly formed post-swap Normie alliance. Only trios entering the merge here. No like big alliances, although that could change once we go to the beach again. But we have Sanja and Rohan with an unbreakable relationship. Since when? I don't know, but okay. Serena and Akira with an unbreakable relationship, of course. Denzel and Akira with a strong bond. That's that alliance. We also have Serena and Rohan with a strong bond. Grim with a medium dislike toward Bonehilda. Sanja and Becca with a medium bond. Rohan and Denzel with a medium bond. Sanja and Akira with a medium bond. And Rohan and Akira with a medium bond. So the occults, they're not really on the map here. No idea what Gemma Charm is doing. No idea what Tia Bailey is doing. She is so purple. She is barely on this season. But let's go to immunity. Denzel, he wins the first individual immunity of the season. This seems to be the gross food challenge. All right, good for Denzel. Anyway, let's go to the beach. So we have Bonehilda and Grim with a major fight. Oh no, and Gemma and Jilliana with a major fight as well. And then we have Akira resting at camp and restores his energy. All right, let's just go to tribal. The first merge tribal of the season. Final 12. I don't believe we're gonna be starting the jury yet. Maybe. I'm not sure. Do they do it at Final 12? Usually? So this is a Final 3 season, so it would be a 9-person jury if they started now. Yeah, okay, so this could be the start of the jury. That would actually make sense. But anyway, we have Denzel with the immunity necklace. He cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Nobody stands up, so I'll read the votes. First vote is going to go to Gemma. 1 vote Gemma. Second vote goes to Grim. 1 vote Gemma, 1 vote Grim. 10 votes left. Third vote goes to Akira. 1 vote Akira, 1 vote Gemma, 1 vote Grim. And the next vote goes to Gemma. 2 votes Gemma, 1 vote Akira, 1 vote Grim. Next vote goes to Gemma. 3 votes Gemma, 1 vote Akira, 1 vote Grim. 7 votes left. And the next vote goes to Grim. 3 votes Gemma, 2 votes Grim, 1 vote Akira. And the next one goes to Akira. That's 3 votes Gemma, 2 votes Akira, 2 votes Grim, 5 votes left. Very split tribe here. The next vote is going to go to Grim. 3 votes Gemma, 3 votes Grim, 2 votes Akira. And the next vote goes to Grim. That's 4 votes Grim, 3 votes Gemma, 2 votes Akira, 3 votes left. And the next one goes to Akira. That's 4 votes Grim, 3 votes Akira, 3 votes Gemma, 2 votes left. This could be a 3-person tie. That would be wild. Anyway, the next one goes to Akira. That's 4 votes Akira, 4 votes Grim, 3 votes Gemma, 1 vote left. And the last vote is going to go to the 9th person voted out of Sims for Survivor Occults versus Normies. It is Akira Kipo. Oh my god, that changes everything. Akira the tribe has spoken. I don't know how it flipped on him here, but he is the official merch boot. Does not say if he's a part of the jury or not. So I guess he's not a part of the jury. No, wait, they probably do an 8-person jury. Yeah, okay. Let's see what happened though. So Akira votes are Becca, Bonehilda, Gemma, Night Wraith, and Sunja. So that larger occult alliance, they stick together and they pull in Sunja and Becca. So Gemma kinda orchestrates this vote. She leverages both of her alliances, pulls in on one side Bonehilda and Night Wraith, and on the other side Becca and Sunja. And they plant their 5 votes on Akira. Then the Grim votes are Jilliana, Rohan, Serena, and Tia. So this is that post-swap Normie alliance voting together, and Tia tags along to that. And then we have Akira, Denzel, and Grim voting for Gemma. Honestly, I think this might be a vote split gone wrong. I think the Normie tribe got cocky. They thought they had the votes to split on Grim and Gemma, but Gemma Charm, she said, not tonight, I'm not going out, I'm gonna use my votes and I'm gonna successfully get rid of Akira Kibo, a power player in the game. Honestly, Gemma Charm, impressive move. Wow, yeah. Wild tribal, but we'll move on to episode number 10. So this is probably the official start of the jury, right? I think so. All right, on the beach, we have Denzel funding the hidden immunity idol. So Denzel and Rohan, they have the idols that are in play at the moment. We have Bonehilda and the Night Wraith still with their unbreakable relationship, still with their alliance. They have their alliance with Gemma. Gemma is at a 4 here. I mean, how was she like pulling them in for votes? I don't know, because she doesn't even like either of them. But we now have this alliance down to only Denzel and Serena. Akira, of course, voted out. Then we have the post-swap occult women alliance. Becca, Gemma, Sunja, and the post-swap Normie alliance. Jilliana, Rohan, and Serena. Sunja and Rohan still with their unbreakable relationship. Night Wraith and Bonehilda, of course. And then we have Rohan and Denzel with a strong bond. Why are they not aligned? Serena and Rohan with a strong bond as well. I don't get it. Anyway, Grim and Bonehilda with a strong dislike now. Grim is so mad. He hates Bonehilda. He's over it. Sunja and Becca, they have a medium bond. Sunja and Denzel with a medium bond. Sunja actually doesn't have that bad of a social game. She was looking kind of rocky at the beginning, but I think she's kind of pulled it together. Grim and Denzel now with a medium bond. They, of course, did vote out Gavin together, so maybe that is built on that. They did work together on this vote split, so that's something. Tia and Jilliana now with a medium bond, and Rohan and Jilliana with a small bond, all right? But immunity, no, reward. Reward! These people win reward. It is Denzel, Gemma, Grim, Night Wraith, and Tia Bailey. Bonehilda was not allowed to compete, RP. But these people, they win a trip to a waterfall and lunch. All right. But immunity is gonna go to Grim. He might have honestly needed this immunity. This is last gasp. Nice. Oh, and by the way, I'm not doing the immunity necklace this season because half of these people can't even wear necklaces. So, yeah, you know. Honestly, I might just like stop doing the immunity necklace in general because it's such a hassle and it just slows down production, and also like half the outfits can't even wear necklaces without them just getting blocked or whatever. I don't know. And honestly, it doesn't really even matter. Like, I don't think anyone's really noticing it anyway. But on the beach, we have Denzel and Rohan with idols. We have Rohan and Sanja bonding strongly. Then we have Denzel and Serena with a minor disagreement, which has a lasting impact. And then we have Denzel and the Night Wraith finding something in common, which has a lasting impact. And Gemma, she is out of the Occult Alliance. Yeah. She hasn't liked these people basically the entire time. She's over it. She's out. All right, let's go to Tribal. All right, final 11. We've got them here. The Merge Tribe. Grim has the necklace. Cannot be voted for tonight. It is time to vote. If anyone has the Hidden Immunity Idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Rohan, he's going to use the Hidden Immunity Idol on himself. Any votes cast against Rohan will not count. I will read the votes. First vote is going to go to Becca Clark. 1 vote Becca. Rohan, wasting an idol. RP. So many wasted idol this season. Next vote is going to go to Denzel. 1 vote Becca. 1 vote Denzel. Third vote is going to go to the Night Wraith. 1 vote Becca. 1 vote Denzel. 1 vote Night Wraith. Fourth vote goes to Becca. That's 2 votes Becca. 1 vote Denzel. 1 vote Night Wraith. 7 votes left. And the next vote goes to Becca. That's 3 votes Becca. 1 vote Denzel. 1 vote Night Wraith. And the next vote goes to the Night Wraith. 3 votes Becca. 2 votes Night Wraith. 1 vote Denzel. 5 votes left. And the next vote goes to the Night Wraith. We're tied. 3 votes Becca. 3 votes Night Wraith. 1 vote Denzel. And the next vote goes to Becca. That's 4 votes Becca. 3 votes Night Wraith. 1 vote Denzel. 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Denzel. 4 votes Becca. 3 votes Night Wraith. 2 votes Denzel. 2 votes left. This Merge Tribe is all over the place. These people are splitting votes left and right. It's, I don't know what they're doing. But the next vote goes to the 10th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies. First member of the jury is going to be Becca Clark. The tribe has spoken. Returning player, of course, gets cut here. Doesn't make it very far. Maybe that's why Rohan used his idol. He was like, well, it seems like they're going to go for the returning players. It could be me. It could be Becca. I'm not going to take the risk. The Becca votes are Denzel, Grim, Jilliana, Rohan, Serena, and Tia. So kind of a wild collection of people here. So we got Denzel and Serena, who are the duo now, post Akira, I guess. And then we got Jilliana, Rohan, and Serena. That is that post-swap Normie alliance. Tia, she is just voting with them nonstop. She seems to be attached to this post-swap Normie alliance, even though she's not in it. And then Grim tags along to it, I guess. I don't know what Grim is doing, and I don't think anybody else does, but I don't know. He votes correctly here, at least, so that's something. The Night Wraith votes are Becca, Gemma, and Sanja. That is that women's alliance, the Occult Women's Alliance. And then we got Bonehilda and Night Wraith, the duo, voting for Denzel. Not sure what they're trying to achieve here. Maybe they're like, well, maybe we can get some votes on Denzel in case Becca whips out an idol. I don't know. But Becca goes out here. She lost her number 1 in the game, Gavin. And after that, she just couldn't get her footing. She was able to form another alliance, but it wasn't enough to save her. Of course, being a returning player, one of 4 returning players, it is kind of hard to stick around. But that means that Rohan is now the only returning player here remaining. He could definitely be in trouble, but we'll move on to episode number 11. Final 10 here. On the beach, we have no idol hidden. Denzel has the only idol in the game now. But now we have the 2 original Occult alliances merged into one because it's just Bonehilda and Night Wraith remaining. And then we have a couple of duos. It is Denzel and Serena and Gemma and Sanja. And then we have Jilliana, Rohan, and Serena still in their alliance. We got these unbreakable relationships. These are unmoved. Rohan and Denzel with their strong bond. Serena and Rohan with their strong bond. Grim and Bonehilda with their strong dislike still. Tia and Sanja now back to their medium dislike. These 2 women, they like on and off start liking or disliking each other. This is kind of wild. Sanja and Denzel have a medium bond. Grim and Denzel have a medium bond. And Tia and Jilliana have a medium bond. And then Gemma and Denzel now have a medium dislike. All right. So I guess it's Denzel who is pulling in Grim for these votes. Probably. I don't know. Let's go to reward. Yeah. Bonehilda, Gemma, Night Wraith, Serena, and Sanja. They win reward. They win a trip to a resort and lunch. All right, but immunity is gonna go to Bonehilda. Honestly, she might have needed this immunity, so this is a good win for her. She cannot be voted for tonight. Let's go to the beach. We got Denzel with the idol. And then we have Jilliana and Tia with a major fight, which has a lasting impact. That's not good. They had that medium bond, so this is probably not great. Tia is, however, impressing the rest of the team, so this is probably not good for Jilliana. Maybe okay for Tia. I don't know. But the duo of Denzel and Serena, they dissolve. They are no longer working together officially. Akira was the glue holding them together, and since he's been gone, they're like, well, it's over. We're over. We'll move on with our lives. Let's go to Tribal. All right, we got the final 10 here. We got Bonehilda with a necklace. She cannot be voted for tonight. It is time to vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Nobody stands up, so I'll read the votes. First vote is gonna go to Tia. One vote Tia. Second vote goes to Grim. One vote Grim, one vote Tia. Third vote goes to Grim. That's 2 votes Grim, 1 vote Tia. 7 votes left. Fourth vote is going to go to Grim. That's 3 votes Grim, 1 vote Tia, 6 votes left. And the next vote goes to Grim. 4 votes Grim, 1 vote Tia, 5 votes left. And the next vote goes to Grim. 5 votes Grim, 1 vote Tia, 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Tia. 5 votes Grim, 2 votes Tia, 3 votes left. Is it going to be a yet another tie? Maybe. Next vote goes to Tia. 5 votes Grim, 3 votes Tia, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Tia. What the hell? 5 votes Grim, 4 votes Tia, 1 vote left. Potential tie once again. And the 11th person voted out of Sims for Survivor Occults versus Normies. Second member of the jury. It is Grim Reaper. Grim, the tribe has spoken. It is not a tie. He takes the hit here. He had a very messy game, was hated by a lot of people. As soon as Vlad went out, he was over it. He was like, my number one, Vlad, he's gone. I don't want to play this game without him. I love Vlad. Surprising love story here on Sims 4 Survivor, maybe. The Grim votes, they are Bonehilda, of course. Jilliana, Night Wraith, Rohan, Serena, and Tia. So Jilliana, Rohan, Serena, that 3-person alliance. Of course, Tia still, for some reason, attached to it. I think this might be the power alliance in this on this season. Jilliana, Rohan, and Serena. And I think it might be because Tia is not actually attached to it, so they don't seem as threatening as they are, even though they basically have Tia. But Tia votes are Denzel, Gemma, Grim, and Sanja. So that is Gemma and Sanja, that 2-person women's alliance. Denzel attaches himself to that. He, of course, had a good relationship with Grim. But, of course, Grim out now, RIP. We'll move on to episode number 12. We're at the final 9 now. Bonehilda, Denzel, Gemma, Jilliana, Night Wraith, Rohan, Serena, Sanja, and Tia. Somehow still in this game. She has done nothing aside from working with Rohan, Serena, and Jilliana for some reason. But let's go to the beach. Denzel has the idol. Still no other idol hidden. We have our alliances. They are unchanged. We have our unbreakable relationships. Serena and Rohan now have an unbreakable relationship. And Rohan and Denzel now with an unbreakable relationship as well. I don't know what happened, but Rohan has suddenly the best social game. Second boot of his original run, right? Honestly, incredibly well done. Hang on, he was the second boot, right? Yeah, I checked. He was the second boot. Anyway, Tia now with a strong dislike towards Sanja. Sanja only with a medium dislike toward Tia. Tia and Rohan with a strong bond. Sanja and Denzel with a strong bond. Night Wraith and Jilliana with a medium bond. And Gemma with a medium dislike toward Denzel, even though they just voted together. Honestly, I think Denzel could be in trouble. He's not like super well liked on this tribe. And he does also seem to be a little bit of a threat, because he is physically strong. He has won the first immunity, the first individual immunity, so maybe he could start getting some votes now. I think he's going to be a target soon. But of course, Denzel has the idol, so if he can save himself, that's going to be good for him. And maybe he can control who goes out. We'll go to reward ride. It's the auction. Hell yeah, we got Serena winning a cold beer and peanuts. We got Sanja winning a choice of 3 covered items, and she gets a slice of pizza. Bonehilda wins the whole pizza. All right, good for her. Night Wraith wins a roasted chicken. And Tia wins information in the game, which is a clue to the hidden immunity idol, which is not hidden. There is no hidden immunity idol because Dancel has it. So this is a waste of money. Gemma wins a covered item, which is wine and a meal. She can give it up so the tribe gets rice and beans, but she's gonna keep the meal. Good for her. Bonehilda wins an advantage in the next immunity challenge. That's kind of interesting. And then Sunja wins a covered item, which is pig brain. All right. 6 castaways win a letter from a loved one. Bonehilda, Dancel, Gemma, Serena, Sunja, and Tia. And then Night Wraith wins a covered item, which is a jar of peanut butter to be shared by the tribe. Okay, let's go to immunity. The Night Wraith wins immunity, despite Bonehilda getting that advantage. That's interesting. Let's go to the beach. We have the Night Wraith and Serena with a major fight, and then we have Bonehilda and Night Wraith bonding strongly. They already have an unbreakable relationship. I don't know how it could get any stronger, but we'll go to tribal. I think this might be the tribal where Bonehilda goes out. I don't know. We'll see. We got the final 9 here. Night Wraith has the necklace. Cannot be voted for tonight. It is time to vote. If anybody has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Dancel, he is gonna use the hidden immunity idol on himself. Any votes cast against Dancel will not count. I will read the votes. First vote goes to Bonehilda. 1 vote Bonehilda. Dancel wasted an idol. 3rd idol wasted this season. But the next vote goes to Tia. 1 vote Bonehilda, 1 vote Tia. Next vote goes to Tia, that's 2 votes Tia, 1 vote Bonehilda. Next vote goes to Bonehilda, we're tied. 2 votes Bonehilda, 2 votes Tia, 5 votes left. And the next vote goes to Tia, that's 3 votes Tia, 2 votes Bonehilda, 4 votes left. Next vote goes to Bonehilda, we're tied again. 3 votes Bonehilda, 3 votes Tia, 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Tia, that's 4 votes Tia, 3 votes Bonehilda, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Bonehilda, we're tied again. 4 votes Bonehilda, 4 votes Tia, 1 vote left. And the 12th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies. 3rd member of the jury, it is gonna be Bonehilda. Yeah, Tribe has spoken. I figured she was gonna take the hit here. She honestly could have gone out in the last tribal, but she had the necklace, so Grim took that hit for her. But she wasn't as lucky this time around. She goes out here. Very split tribe, however. We have Dancel, Juliana, Rohan, Serena, and Tia voting for Bonehilda. Why is Dancel using the idol if he knows the votes are going on Bonehilda? I don't know. These people. I don't know what they're doing with their idols. Anyway, Bonehilda, Gemma, Night Wraith, and Sunja, they vote for Tia. This is a cult, like, trio. They have been voting together, like, every single tribal. Even though Gemma left that alliance, she is still voting with them. And she's still pulling in Sunja for all of these votes, too. And they've also voted incorrectly, like, every single time. I don't know. Gemma, you're gonna have to get something going here. She had a really good move at the beginning of the merge, but ever since, she's kind of flopped. All right, we'll move on to episode number 13. Apparently, it's a 2-parter. Maybe there was a pagonging on this season. I think so. So they were probably just rushing the eliminations. All right, anyway, we got the final 8 here. We have a new idol hidden. Nobody's found it. Our alliances are getting cold because Bonehilda and Night Wraith no longer have their alliance. Since Bonehilda is gone, Gemma and Sunja are the only remaining duo left. Then we have the power alliance of the game, Juliana, Rohan, and Serena. We have the unbreakable relationships. Rohan has one with Dancel, Sunja, and Serena. I think Rohan might be winning, to be honest. Second boot into a winner? That would be wild. Tia and Sunja, however, have a strong dislike. Tia and Rohan with a strong bond. And Sunja and Dancel with a strong bond as well. Tia and Juliana now have a medium dislike. How the mighty have fallen. These two used to have a medium bond, and now they hate each other. I don't know what happened, but okay. Night Wraith and Juliana have a medium bond. Gemma and Dancel with a medium dislike now. And Sunja and Gemma with a small bond. Their alliance, they've stuck together for like every single vote, but only a small bond. Yeah, I don't know. I think Gemma, her social game has been kind of not that great. And I think she might be the next one to go. We'll go to immunity and Sunja. She wins immunity tonight. Cannot be voted for. Let's go to the beach. We have 2 idols hidden, it seems. Okay. Rohan and Sanjay have a small fight, and then Serena is impressing the rest of the team. Denzel and Night Wraith bond strongly, which has a lasting impact. And we have our first merge alliance. It is a 5-person merge alliance. Strong majority here. It seems to be the Rohan alliance, just an extension of his 3-person alliance. Now with his 2 other unbreakable bonds here, Denzel and Sanjay. They are at a 6 strength, which is pretty good. Jilliana is kind of the outsider here a little bit, but of course, this 3-person alliance might still stick together. I think this is gonna be the final 5. Let's go to tribal. All right, we got Sanjay with the necklace. She cannot be voted for tonight. It is time to vote. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Nobody stands up, so I'll read the votes. First vote is gonna go to the Night Wraith. 1 vote Night Wraith. Second vote goes to Tia. Tia has been catching votes every single tribal. Next vote is gonna go to Night Wraith. 2 votes Night Wraith, 1 vote Tia. Next vote goes to Tia, we're tied. 2 votes Night Wraith, 2 votes Tia, 4 votes left. Next vote goes to Tia, that's 3 votes Tia, 2 votes Night Wraith, 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Tia, that's 4 votes Tia, 2 votes Night Wraith, 2 votes left. Are they actually gonna take her out? The 13th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies, and 4th member of the jury is gonna be Tia Bailey. That is surprising. I did not think they would take her out. I thought she was an accessory to that 3-person alliance. She has been voting with them the entire time. She had a good relationship with Rohan, but maybe Rohan was like, I have all these relationships. I don't think I need her. She can go. So Tia, the tribe has spoken. She was kind of a goat, but apparently not enough of a goat. Or perhaps too much of a goat. Maybe that's why they took her out. Anyway, we got Rohan and Tia voting for the Night Wraith. So Rohan, jury management perhaps, probably. Everybody else votes for Tia. We'll just move on to part 2 of episode 13, which is the final 7. The original occult members, they are probably in trouble here. Gemma and Night Wraith. One of them is definitely going to get voted out here tonight. Unless one wins immunity and the other uses an idol. That could happen. Or both of them use an idol. Apparently there's 2 idols. So let's go to the beach. We have the idols. Nobody's found them yet. We have Gemma and Sanjay together in an alliance. We have the 3-person alliance, Jilliana, Rohan, and Serena. And then we have the Rohan Unbreakable Relationship Alliance. The Merge Alliance, Denzel, Jilliana, Rohan, Serena, and Sanjay. So Rohan has unbreakable relationship with Denzel and with Serena and nobody else. Didn't he have an unbreakable relationship with Sanjay? Is that going down? Where is that? It's not even on the map anymore. Interesting. So Sanjay is maybe jumping ship here. What? Did not expect that. I don't know. Anyway, Night Wraith and Jilliana have a strong bond. Night Wraith and Denzel have a strong bond. Sanjay and Denzel have a strong bond. And then Gemma doesn't like Denzel. Sanjay and Gemma have a medium bond. Denzel doesn't really like Gemma either. And then Rohan and Jilliana have a small bond. Alright, I think Gemma is in trouble here. I do think this might be the episode where she goes out. But Rohan, he wins immunity. Cannot be voted for tonight. His first immunity win. Don't think he needed it, but might as well. Why not? Let's go to the beach. We have the Night Wraith finding the hidden immunity idol. He definitely needed it. So congratulations, Night Wraith. Serena and Sanjay find something in common as well, which has a lasting impact. And something is happening here. Jilliana, she is out of the Rohan alliance. And she is going to form an alliance with the Night Wraith. She wants to work with the Night Wraith. Her final 2. This is an 8 strength alliance, which is pretty good. Is she going to be able to flip enough people to go against this big alliance? I don't think so, because it's the final 7. So I think Gemma probably just goes out here, or maybe Jilliana. Maybe she is putting herself at risk here. We'll see. Let's go to tribal. Oh wait, and the Night Wraith is also eligible to be voted for. I forgot. Anyway, final 7 here. Rohan has the necklace. Cannot be voted for tonight. It is time to vote. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. The Night Wraith is gonna stand up. Use his idol. Any votes cast against Night Wraith will not count. Honestly, this might be one of the few idol plays that could work out. But let's read the votes. First vote is gonna go to the Night Wraith. Does not count. Night Wraith does not count. Night Wraith does not count. Night Wraith does not count. Oh my god. So the big alliance, they did cast all their votes against the Night Wraith. The next vote is gonna go to Dancel. 1 vote Dancel, 2 votes left. Next vote goes to Gemma. 1 vote Dancel, 1 vote Gemma, 1 vote left. And the 14th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies. 5th member of the jury is gonna be Gemma Charm. Honestly, I think they should have taken out Dancel, like Night Wraith and Jilliana, but I guess they didn't do that. They took out Gemma instead. So Gemma, the tribe has spoken. Kind of a weird way to go out, but such is life. So the Night Wraith votes are that big alliance: Gemma, Rohan, Serena, and Sanja. No, wait, hang on. Gemma votes for the Night Wraith. Dancel voted for Gemma. Oh, interesting. Jilliana votes for Dancel, and then Night Wraith votes with Dancel to vote out Gemma here. Was I sleeping on the Dancel Night Wraith connection? How did this happen? Jilliana is the Dancel vote. She doesn't even vote with the Night Wraith, even though they formed that final 2. I have no idea how this happened, but honestly, Gemma, she had like 1 good play. Otherwise, her social game was kind of awful, and not surprising to see her leave. We'll move on to the final 6. We have here Dancel, Jilliana, Night Wraith, Rohan, Serena, Sanja. Dancel just barely scraping by this tribal. Working his social game with the Night Wraith is probably what kept him in the game, but it also kept the large alliance intact, so honestly, good move by Dancel. But let's go to the beach. We have another idol, and Sanja, she was the idol. Congratulations, Sanja. I don't really think she needs it yet, but you know, it's something. Our alliance is here. Right, Jilliana is still in the Rohan and Serena alliance, so I guess she doesn't like Dancel and Sanja or something, I don't know. But we have the 4-person alliance: Dancel, Rohan, Serena, and Sanja. Then we have the final 2 of Jilliana and the Night Wraith. Yeah, look at this. Night Wraith and Dancel have an unbreakable relationship. Okay. So Dancel definitely using his social capital here to survive the last tribal. Very nicely done, Dancel. Dancel also has an unbreakable relationship toward Rohan, and Rohan, of course, with his unbreakable Rohan with his unbreakable relationship with Serena. I don't know what happened to Sanja, but she's not on the map anymore. Sanja and Rohan are at a medium bond. Wow, this dropped. I don't know what happened here, but Night Wraith and Jilliana, they have a strong bond. Sanja and Serena have a strong bond. Sanja and Dancel have a strong bond. And then Rohan and Jilliana have a medium bond. Serena and Jilliana have a small bond. And then Serena and the Night Wraith don't like each other. Medium dislike. Alright. Rohan may be dropping in the social climate of the game here a little bit. And I think Dancel is going up. So maybe Dancel is winning this game. I definitely think it's between the 2 of them. Serena might be up there as well. And I don't know, Sanja also has a pretty solid social game. I don't know. Let's go to reward. Sanja, she wins reward, and she's gonna take Serena with her. It's the loved ones. She can also give up her reward, so the other 4 players get 1, but she is gonna keep the reward. All right. But immunity is gonna go to Serena. Serena cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is gonna be available to be voted for. Let's go to the beach. Sanja has the idol. Nobody has found the other idol. That one is still hidden, I guess. But we have the Night Wraith and Serena bonding strongly. We have Jilliana and Rohan bonding slightly. And then we have Serena working hard at camp and becomes tired. All right. Serena with a pretty good episode here. Let's go to tribal. All right, final 6 here. Serena, she has the immunity necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is going to be eligible. It is time to vote. If anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Nobody stands up, so I'll read the votes. First vote is going to go to the Night Wraith. 1 vote Night Wraith. Second vote goes to Jilliana. 1 vote Jilliana, 1 vote Night Wraith. 4 votes left. Next vote goes to Jilliana. That's 2 votes Jilliana, 1 vote Night Wraith. Next one goes to Sanja. Okay, the tribe is all over the place. 2 votes Jilliana, 1 vote Night Wraith, 1 vote Sanja. 2 votes left. And the next one goes to Sanja. 2 votes Jilliana, 2 votes Sanja. 1 vote Night Wraith, 1 vote left. And the 15th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies. And 6th member of the jury is gonna be Jilliana. That's 3. That's enough. The tribe has spoken. Honestly, I think it's gotta be that big alliance. They did not like that she left the alliance. Yeah, even Rohan flips on her. That is very unfortunate for Jilliana. She gets voted out by Dancel, Rohan, and Sanja. Jilliana and the Night Wraith vote for Sanja, and the Night Wraith vote is from Serena. All right. So Jilliana, she was here. She was on the season. She had a very quiet game. I think she was a little bit over her head here. And I think she kind of sank her own game by leaving that big alliance. Otherwise, the Night Wraith would definitely have taken the hit here. We will move on to the finale. We have our final 5 here. All very strong social players on this tribe here. Dancel Rivera has made a very strong relationship with the Night Wraith and with Rohan that has kept him in the game. That has given him the ability to pick and choose who goes out. The Night Wraith, the only occult remaining in the game. He has just barely survived a few tribals, but has stuck around. And then we have Rohan Elderberry, the only returning player here. He has had an impeccable social game, but has kind of been letting loose a few relationships here in the end game, so I'm a little bit worried for him. I think there's a good chance that he gets overthrown by Dancel, who has been a lot better at keeping his allies with him. And then we have Serena Bamra. She has had her hands in many cookie jars. She has been in multiple alliances and has kind of just rode them all the way to the end. Hasn't really ever rocked the boat because the status quo has been favorable to her. And then finally, we have Sanjali, who had a very rough beginning of the game. Was not very well liked by most people. But after the swap, she was able to find herself an alliance that kept her around until the merge. And on the merge, she found herself another alliance. And of course, she is entering the finale here with an idol in her pocket. So she's at the very least gonna survive this next tribal. Unless she uses it on someone else. I don't know. She could try to pull a move and it could burn her. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Anyway, let's just move on. Let's go to the beach. We have Sanja finding the other hidden immunity idol. So Sanja, she has 2 immunity idols entering this final 5 tribal. And this is going to be the last time she can use both of them. Sanja has so much power now. Holy shit. All right, we got our alliances. It is Rohan and Serena. They are now down to 2. They, of course, have their unbreakable relationship. We have the Merge Alliance, Dancel, Rohan, Serena, and Sanja. Dancel is now down to a 6. Everybody else is at a 7, and then Rohan at an 8. So I think Dancel is ready to make a move here. I don't know if he's going to be able to, though, because Sanja has those idols. I think she just dictates what happens here. But we have Serena and Rohan with their unbreakable relationship. We have Rohan and Dancel with an unbreakable relationship. Dancel and the Night Wraith with an unbreakable relationship. And look at that, Sanja and Dancel now with a strong bond. Sanja and Serena with a strong bond. So I think Dancel has the best relationships here. Sanja could try to use her idols to take out Rohan, because she doesn't have the best relationship with him. However, she doesn't really like the Night Wraith, it seems, or at least doesn't really have a relationship with the Night Wraith, so I think that might be her target. Serena and Night Wraith, they have a small bond. Rohan seems to like the Night Wraith, and vice versa. And Serena and Dancel have a slight bond. All right. Immunity goes to Sanja, so she is absolutely gonna dictate this tribal. Sanja could absolutely win. Like, this could be the flashiest tribal of the season, and that could just seal the win for her, since she has all of the power. Let's see what goes on the beach. We have Night Wraith and Sanja finding something in common, which has the lasting impact. Okay, so the Night Wraith may be trying to get Sanja to not take him out. All right, let's see what's gonna happen on this wild tribal. Final 5 here. Dancel, Night Wraith, Rohan, Serena, and Sanja. Sanja with the necklace cannot be voted for tonight. This is also the last time to use the hidden immunity idols. It is time to vote. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Sanja, she stands up. She's gonna use her idol on Dancel. Any votes cast against Dancel will not count. But Sanja is also gonna stand up and use her idol on Serena. Any votes cast against Serena will not count. It is gonna be between Rohan and the Night Wraith. Okay. I will read the votes. First vote is gonna go to the Night Wraith. 1 vote Night Wraith. Second vote goes to Rohan. 1 vote Night Wraith, 1 vote Rohan. 3 votes left. Third vote goes to the Night Wraith. 2 votes Night Wraith, 1 vote Rohan, 2 votes left. The 16th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor Occults versus Normies, and 7th member of the jury is gonna be the Night Wraith. Alright, the big alliance, they stuck together. Honestly, I think Sanja needed to make a bigger move here. If she had taken out Rohan, it would have been a massive play, but she played it safe. She gave her idols to her 2 allies, Serena and Dancel, who didn't even receive a vote here. I don't know, I think it might be a wasted move here. But the Night Wraith, he played a good game. He stuck around despite all of his allies getting voted out of the game. But it didn't last. He is out here. 5th place. We'll move on to part 2 of the finale. Alright, we got the final 4 here. Dancel, Rohan, Serena, and Sanja. I think Rohan might be out here. And I think Dancel is probably winning. That would be my guess. I don't know though, Rohan could make it to the end and take it. I think Sanja is kind of drawing that. I don't know. I feel like if I was on the jury and I saw her make the safest play ever with 2 immunity idols and an immunity necklace, I would have been like, really? Anyway, let's go to the beach. All right, no idols, they're done. We got our alliances. Serena and Rohan with their unbreakable relationship. Rohan and Dancel with their unbreakable relationship. Sanja and Dancel with a strong bond, Sanja and Serena with a strong bond, Sanja and Rohan with a medium bond, and Serena and Dancel with a slight bond. Alright. But let's find out who wins the final immunity of the season. It is gonna be Serena Barbara. She is locked in the final tribal, cannot be voted for tonight. Massive immunity win for her. Honestly, I thought she could potentially be in trouble. Let's go to the beach. Let's see what happens. We got Dancel, completely worn out, is not giving up, however. He is so close to the end, he's gonna make it. We'll go to tribal. Alright, we got the final 4 here. Dancel, Rohan, Serena, and Sanja. Serena with a necklace cannot be voted for. It is time to vote. First vote is gonna go to Sanja. 1 vote Sanja. Second vote goes to Dancel. 1 vote Dancel, 1 vote Sanja. 2 votes left. Third vote is gonna go to Sanja. That's 2 votes Sanja, 1 vote Dancel, 1 vote left, and the last vote goes to Dancel. We're tied. So Dancel and Sanja, they cannot vote. There will be a revote. The final 2 of Serena and Rohan, they stuck together. They were able to make sure that they make it to the end. Honestly impressive, but let's find out if we're gonna go into fire or not. The first vote is gonna go to Dancel, and the second vote goes to Sanja. We're going into fire. Second fire making challenge of Sims 4 Survivor. Whoever can make fire the fastest will win. We'll find out who is eliminated in the 4th place here. And the person who loses fire making is gonna be Dancel. Dancel loses fire making. Oh my god. I thought he had a very good shot at winning, but he loses out here at the end. Very unfortunate for Dancel, but them's the breaks. Sanja Lee makes it to the final 3. Who voted who? Dancel and Rohan are the Sanja votes. Serena and Sanja are the Dancel votes. So Serena gets her way here. Serena and Rohan, even though they were aligned, they had different opinions of who should sit next to them. But we have our final 3 here. Rohan Elderberry, Serena Bamra, and Sanja Lee. They all make their case for why they should win. And the jury, they ask their questions. Then they cast their votes for who should win the game. And I will read the votes. The first vote, it goes to Rohan. 1 vote, Rohan. Second vote goes to Sanja. That's 1 vote Rohan, 1 vote Sanja. Third vote is gonna go to Serena. 1 vote Rohan, 1 vote Sanja, 1 vote Serena. 5 votes left. And the 4th vote is gonna go to Rohan. 2 votes Rohan, 1 vote Sanja, 1 vote Serena. 5th vote is gonna go to Serena. That's 2 votes Serena, 2 votes Rohan, 1 vote Sanja. 6th vote goes to Sanja. We're tied. 2 votes for all 3 of them. And the 7th vote is gonna go to Rohan. So that's 3 votes Rohan, 2 votes Sanja, 2 votes Serena, 1 vote left. And The winner of Sims 4 Survivor, Occults vs. Normies, is Rohan Elderberry. Congratulations, Rohan. That is incredible. Second boot to a Sims 4 Survivor winner. What a Cinderella story here. Was not an easy win, however. Sanja and Serena both pulled in 2 votes each. The Rohan votes are Denzel, Gemma, Jilliana, and Tia. The Serena votes are Bonehilda and Grim, and the Sanja votes are Becca and the Night Wraith. So, as we can see, social game is always king. Let's find out who the fan favorite is. It is Patchy. Patchy wins the fan favorite. I mean, I guess. Patchy was a fun presence on the season. Why not? But here we have our elimination order. Greg, Simbot, Pollination Technician number 9, Nalani Mahi'ai, Tylum, Vlad, Gavin Richards, Patchy, Akira Kipo, Becca Clark, Grim Reaper, Bonehilda, Tia Bailey, Gemma Charm, Juliana Sage, Night Wraith, Denzel Rivera, our second and third placers Sanja Lee, Serena Bamra, and finally our winner, Rohan Elderberry. Our other stats here, pretty even immunity split here. We got Serena and Sanja with 2 each. And then we got Bonehilda, Denzel, Grim, the Night Wraith, and Rohan with 1 win each. The most votes received was the Night Wraith with 17. Okay. I didn't notice that it was that many somehow. But Tia Bailey with 14. I did notice that many, however. I think she would have set the record if she had stuck around a little bit longer. Then we have Greg, Grim, and Simbot with 13 each. Gavin and Patchy with 12, and Becca, Denzel, Nalani, Pollination Technician number 9, Vlad with 6, Akira, Bonehilda, Gemma, and Sanja with 5, Juliana with 3, Ty with 2, and then Rohan only with 1, and Serena with 0. Alright. Most strategic was Juliana. I would disagree with that. The Night Wraith was number 2. I guess that makes sense. And then Serena was number 3. I disagree with this list. I think I would put Rohan number 1, then I would put Denzel number 2, and probably Serena number 3. But there you have it. That is our season. What a fun season. Even though the Normies were steamrolling at the beginning, the Normies did turn out to be very fun cast members on this season. All hail our current reigning Rohan Elderberry, the Cinderella of Sims 4 Survivor. This was a fun season. Anyway, we'll end it here. See you in the next one. Goodbye.